set and fire the next pitch. And that one is also high, 2-0. And basketball was a little bit easier. We're inside. We didn't have to deal with the wind. Now we kind of do, as the next pitch to Martin is just high again, and the count goes 3-0. She had a double in the first. She's got Gary on second. Ronnie Graham fires. High. And that might be ball three, actually. There might have been a strike in there. It is, in fact, 3-1 now. This is the count. Here's Martin once again. And that one is going to be a walk. Did she go? She did. Check down with the base umpire. She, in fact, did go all the way around. So it is strike number 2, and the count goes full. So now the full count on Sarah Martin, with Alexia Gary on second. Graham sets, fires, delivers it. Swing and the ball drifted into center at the wall. It hits the wall. And here's Gary. She's going to round third. Martin gets to second, and Gary will score and extend the Saints lead at 6-1. Now Cameron Rollison batting now for the Saints, with Sarah Martin on second. First pitch from Ronnie Graham is outside. Ball 1. We're at the bottom of the second. 6-1 is the lead for the Saints. Sorry, 7-1 is the lead for the Saints, as that one is in there for a strike. Just making sure my notes match the ones on the scoreboard. So now 1-1 the count. Ronnie Graham will set and fire the next pitch. And that one is outside. 2-1. So now Ronnie Graham will look to fire the next pitch. And that one is low. Count goes to 3-1 with nobody out here in second. Next pitch is on its way. Foul. And the count goes full. So now the count is full on Rollison. Ronnie Graham now will reset, fire it, deliver it. Again, it's foul. Stays alive. The at-bat for Rollison. Has to reset herself, takes some time outside the batter's box, now re-enters. Here comes the 3-2 pitch. Ball is lifted to third. That one over to first in time. But I believe that was fouled. And indeed it was. As now Martin goes back to second. Count remains full on Rollison. 7-1 lead for the Saints, bottom 2. Ronnie Graham on the mound for the Chokers. Fires the 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck out Rollison, one down. Kaylee Davis. Gets the first pitch now from Graham. That one is low as Martin will make her way to third. 1-0 now the count on Davis. Next pitch from Graham to Davis on its way. That one is inside. 2-0. Graham's next pitch in there, but outside. 3-0. So now the next pitch, and that is a nope. That is going to be a strike, as that one was lifted above the plate, but it was right above the plate. So call there by the umpire gives the first strike of the at bat. It's 3-1. And now the ball over to third, over to first in time, over home. She's safe. They get the second out, but they do not give Martin at home. She is safe, and it's 8-1 in favor of the Saints. And now it is Leslie Main once again. First pitch on its way. In there. 0-1. Gets ready, sets, and delivers. That one low, 1-1. Next pitch on its way, low, 2-1. Next pitch on the way. Hit down the line, but foul. And on the other side of the fence, 2-2. Now Ronnie Graham will reset, fire, deliver once again. That one is drilled to the shortstop. Off of her, cannot make the play. Main gets to first safely. You got a base runner with 2 down. So that brings up Zoe Zimmer. So here's the pitch now from Ronnie Graham to Zoe Zimmer. 2 down, bottom 2, 7-1 Saints. Or 8-1. 8-1 in favor of the Saints. Ball 1 there. Awaits the next pitch. Here it comes. Drilled down the line, foul. 1-1. Next pitch on its way from Graham. That one low, 2-1. Here's the next pitch on its way. That one into the field. Rounding first now. As now it is Maine gets to second. Zimmer gets to first with a 2-out single. So Molly Routson back. Last inning she was walked. She's got 2 base runners, Maine on second, Zimmer on first. Graham sets and fires, and that one is outside. Ball 1. Next pitch on its way, hit up high, but that one's going to go out of play. High, but that one's going to go out of play. 1-1. Popped over the fence on the, just about at the third base dugout. Goes into the bullpen area and gives her her first strike of the at-bat. 1-1 now the count as she gets ready to get the second or the third pitch from Graham on the way. That one is low, gets away. Maine will get to third. Zimmer to second. 2-1. So the pass ball there allows runners to advance. Second and third now, 2 down here. Bottom 2, 8-1 Mount Hood. Game number 2 of 2 on this Thursday afternoon. Next pitch is high, 3-1. Ronnie Graham will set and deliver. The next pitch on its way. Drilled right to the shortstop. Over to first in time. And that is it for 2. As they leave the 2 stranded on second and third. We go to 3. It's 8-1 Mount Hood. Let me ask, do you prefer this or basketball?
You mean filming or just watching?
Either.
I mean, both are fine watching, but filming with one camera, I prefer basketball. It's much easier to try to film.
But this is not too bad, is it?
No.
Once we have the PCZ set up, we'll be a little bit better.
Whatever. Don't we need other people for that?
Yeah, and we'll get them eventually.
You need to start demanding.
First pitch of the third inning, swung on and missed by Sophia Gallegos. 0-1 now the count on her. As now very quickly in transition, we're going to get the 0-1 pitch now on the way and in there, 0-2. Starting out very quickly here, top of the third. 0-2 already the count on the first batter, Sofia Gallegos. 8-1 is the lead for the Saints. They won game one, 27-1. Pitch on its way, and that one is just outside. So 1-2 now the count. And there is the strikeout as she swings and misses one away in the third. So Brianna Normine now for the Chokers. With one gone here. Top three. The only run for the Chokers was a Ronnie Graham home run. Just a solo shot back in the last inning. She got the Chokers on the board. At that point, it was only 5-0 when that happened, so it was 5-1. But Saints have then added a couple of more. They lead 8-1 here as that first pitch goes ball one. Swing and a miss. So now here's the next pitch on Normine. On its way, low. Once again, we get to see the pitch here. Sets and fires it. That one low. 3-1 now the count. Following pitch. That one is gonna be called for strike three. As she was already heading off to first, she strikes out, 2 gone here in the third. Don't exactly know what happened to strike 2, but just trying to read the umpire signals has been a challenge today. First pitch now for Edwards is rocketed back foul. 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Bunted and foul, 0-2. The 0-2. Called strike 3, and that will retire the side. In the third, we go to the bottom half, and the Saints still on top 8-1. Leach leads things off here in the bottom of the third. 1-0 now the count as the first pitch goes low. Ronnie Graham still on the mound for the Chokers, sets and fires it, and that one is in there, 1-1. Saints have an 8-1 lead in game 2. They get a dominating win in game 1 earlier today. 27-1 was the final in that one, which was about a 2.5-hour game, as that one also low, 2-1. This game going on about 1 hour right now. We are approaching the end of 3. And here's the 2-1 pitch, and she did go. It's 2-2. Pitch on its way, and that one is going to be a walk. So she, in fact, did not go on that last pitch. 2 balls afterwards, and she's on with a leadoff walk. Now Gracie Hodgson. For the Saints now, who lead by 7 in the bottom of the third. They try to get the sweep here on this Thursday afternoon against Grays Harbor. First pitch low over to second and cannot get there in time. And Leach is stolen second base. Hodgson steps out of the batter's box, now re-enters. Ronnie Graham sets and delivers the 1-0 pitch. Bunted away. Throw over to first is going to be not in time. Now you got runners on the corners, nobody down here in the third. So Alexia Gary now. She's hit 2 home runs, but both were back in the first game. She is 1 for 1 with a double. Or sorry, she is 2 for 2 with 2 doubles. Now she, of her third appearance of the day, and she drills one deep, but it's foul. And almost making the catch is some guy sitting on a chair, almost bouncing right into his lap. As he goes over towards the parking lot to get that one. 0-1 the count now on Geary. Saints leading it. Next pitch on its way, drilled right to the center. Across and getting home and getting safe. Getting the out at third. So Gary's on with a single. They do get Leach out at third. Sorry, they do get Hodgson at third. Leach came home. And it's 9-1. In favor of the Saints, as now it is Sarah Martin. So here's the next pitch now to Sarah Martin. That one drilled foul and goes right out the post. 1-1. Now we have a meeting at the mound for the Chokers. So a little bit of a timeout here in the bottom of the third. Saints leading at 9-1. Mound Mount Hood has committed 5 errors. Grays Harbor has only committed 3 so far. So a little bit better pace for the Chokers here in game number 2 than it was in game number 1. So now we might get a pitching change here, or just a quick mound meeting. Not exactly sure what Coach Jake White has in mind. Saints over there regrouping as it does look like we are, in fact, getting a pitching change as Topanga Alexander goes back on the mound for the Chokers. So Mount Hood leading at 9-1, bottom 3. Getting some pitches in now is Topanga Alexander. Still Sarah Martin at bat for the Saints. Now we get ready to get back into play here. And she grounds one to second. Can't make the play over to first. Nope. And that'll send Gary to second. Martin to first. So 2 on with 1 out. Now it's Marley Johnson coming in for Rawlison. And the first pitch on the way to Johnson is hit down the third base line, foul. 2 on, 1 out. Gary on second. Martin on first. Johnson at the plate. Topanga Alexander, who pitched quite a bit in game number 1, back to pitch here in game number 2, as she fires one right down the middle. But the umpire calls it a ball. So 1-1 now the count on Johnson, is now the next pitch on its way. Drilled to third. They get him at third. And there's 2 down. So now Perez back. First pitch was in there. Alexander once again will set up, fire, and deliver the following pitch. Drilled down third base line. It is going to be foul. 0-2 the count. Oh, 1-2 now the count on Perez. Alexander the windup. That one is fair down the line into left field. Rounding third and scoring is Martin. Johnson gets to second, Perez to first, and the Saints now lead it 10-1. Now Leslie Main. So now 2 on, 2 out. With Leslie Main up to bat. Here's the 1-0 pitch from Alexander. That one's high, 2-0. Two nothing pitch, drilled. As she rounds, throw over to home is not in time, and Marley Johnson in to score. And it's 11-0 Mount Hood, or it's 11-1, excuse me. First, Zoe Zimmer now with 2 on, 2 out. Perez on second, Main on first. Alexander the windup, and the pitch is in there, 0-1. Next pitch on its way from Alexander to Zimmer. Drilled down the line, foul, 0-2. So 1-2 the count now on Zimmer. She lifts one deep, but over there to make the catch for out number 3, and that will retire the side for the Saints, as the catch there was made by Edwards. And we're at the end of 3 innings here, but the Saints add a couple more, and we start 4 with the Saints up 11-1. You're getting good experience.
Yeah, because just because they want to put movie doesn't helpful to film.
First pitch of the 4th inning, just low. And now the count 1-0 on Martinez. Next pitch on its way, swing and a miss. 1-1 now the count. Fires the pitch. It's outside, 2-1. Pitch there. Was just low, and the count goes to 3-0 or 3-1. Now the 3-1 pitch on its way, and that one is going to be a walk. Courtney Williams now with one on, nobody out, top four, 11-1 in favor of the Saints. As the first pitch is fired on its way, and that one is high, 1-0. Now the 1-0 pitch now on Williams, drilled down the line. It is foul. 1-1. Now the next pitch is right to third, over to second, and that one's dropped. So they try to get the double play. It turns into nothing. So now for Grace Harbor, they've got runners on first and second with nobody gone here in the fourth. So Ashlyn Sparks now with runners on first and second. Trying to get a route going here, or trying to get a rally going here for the Chokers' first pitch. Outside, 1-0. Now the 1-0 pitch to Sparks. And that one is low, but in there, 1-1. Pitch in there. 1-2. Two and two now the count. Sets and delivers the following pitch now, as that one is swung on, hit foul, back to the backstop. Stays 2-2. So again, the 2-2 pitch. Swung, hit, and that one into right, but there to make the catch for out number one. Runners do not advance. So Ryan Raffleson now with one gone here in the fourth. As the catch there was made in right field by Katie Montgomery. And now the first pitch in there, strike one. So again, runners on first and second, one down, top four, 11-1 Saints in game two. After the Saints dominantly handled game number one. Over to the shortstop, tries to flip it to second, they do not. And throw over to home is in time. They get the runner. So they do not score, two down in the fourth. So now Topanga Alexander at bat for the Chokers. First pitch there is outside, gets away from the catcher. Runners do advance now. Second and third now with 2 outs. Here's the 1-0 pitch now to Alexander. That one inside, gonna steal home, and that one not gonna be in time. So a run does come in for the Chokers. It's now 11-2 with 2 down, 2-0 the count. Two-0 pitch. In there, 2-1. So now the next pitch now. 2-1 the count. It's swing and a miss. 2-2. And she thought she struck out, but she did not. It was just the second strike. Two and two the count. High, and the count goes full. Apparently my cameraman Janice, he's scared of flies. 3-2 pitch, swung, hit foul, back towards the backstop. She stays alive here in this at bat. So 3-2 once again the count. 2 down, top 4. The pitch. And it is going to be a walk. So Morgan White now with runners on the corners. First and third, 2 down. Top 4, 11-2. Mount Hood played a second over to first in time, and that will retire the side. We go to the bottom of the 4th. It's 11-2 now in favor of the Saints.
I was right next to the camera and it just flew right on the camera in front of my face. I looked away from the screen and it was right there.
So that fly?
What?
So that fly came right in your face? Say that? Delaney Duchek leading things off now for the Saints here. In the bottom of the fourth. As she takes first pitch high, 1-0. Here's the 1-0 pitch. And that one's in there, 1-1. One pitch, drilled down the line, foul, 1-2. One and two pitch. That one lifted high out of play, knocking about 7 branches off the tree, and stays 1-2. Alexander the windup and the pitch. She walks her. So Madeline Leach now. Runner on first, nobody down. Bottom 4, 11-2, Mount Hood lead. And she is going to take the first pitch outside, 1-0. So now the next pitch on its way. Bunted. She will get to first quite easily. Now we got runners on first and second, nobody gone. Chuck on second. Leach on first. Now Gracie Hodgson once again for Mount Hood. So we are batting once again top of the lineup as Leach was the first batter of the game. Now it's Hodgson. And she will miss the bunt, 0-1 the count. Or she did, she pulled back in time. She did go, so now it is 0-1. So they reset that on the scoreboard. And now the 0-1 pitch from Alexander is high, 1-1. Alexander once again sets, winds up and delivers it. Outside once again, 2-1. Two and two now. The count on a Hodgson. Next pitch is on its way. And it's high, and the count goes full as runners advance. So now DeChuck on third. Leach on second. Nobody gone. Bottom 4. Saints 11, Grays Harbor 2. 3-2 pitch, swung on, hit to the pitcher, throw over to first is in time. 1 down, runners will stay. So now Alexia Geary once again, who has not hit a home run in this game. She hit 2 in the first, helping contribute to that 27-1 win against the same team a few hours ago. And now Lexi drills one into the outfield, not over, but to the wall. Drives in the 2 and gets to second safely. And it's a 2-run RBI double for Lexi Geary. So Duchek and Leach both come home. 13-2 now is the lead for the Saints as Sarah Martin comes up to bat. Sarah Martin, who also had a home run in that first game, takes the first pitch low, 1-0. 1-0 pitch. Drilled, lost it. And now runners to the corners. As a shortstop mishandled that one. So now Geary on third, Martin on first. Marley Johnson now. See what she can do here with 2 on and 1 down. As she takes the first pitch low. 1-0. Johnson takes that one again right down the middle. But it's just a little bit to the outside, 2-0. 2-0 pitch is outside, but called for a strike. So 2-1 now is the count on Marley Johnson. Topanga Alexander winds it up and delivers it low. 3-1 as now it's Geary who's going to kind of come home. She slides. Throw over to third. Got her. So 2 down here in the bottom of the 4th. They get Martin at third, but Geary comes home, extending the Mount Hood lead 14-2. But they do get that second out of the 4th on the wild pitch to Marley Johnson. Two-one pitch Johnson, swing and a foul. 2-2. So Johnson now with a 2-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a ball foul down the third base line. Johnson, another pitch. That one is also foul down the third base line once again. Two and two with 2 outs. Can't say it because one of my colleagues would sue me, so I can't say that. But she swings and misses, and there's the 3rd out of the 4th. We go to the 5th. It's 14-2 in favor of Mount Hood. Sarah Gallegos now to lead things off here in the 5th. Grays Harbor down 14-2. This could potentially also be another 5-inning game if the umpires decide to call it. First pitch is low for ball 1. So now the 1-0 pitch to Gallegos is in there for strike 1. Now 1-1 the count. And that one in there, strike number 2 on Gallegos. Mount Hood with a comfortable dozen-point lead. They lead at 14-2. Top 5. And that one inside, 2-2. Two and two now the count on Gallegos. Here is the pitch. And that one is outside, and the count goes full. Three and two on Gallegos. High, and she walks her. Now getting things led off with a opening walk to start the 5th. Here is Normine. And the first pitch of her at bat is low, 1-0. Saints trying to pick up win number 11. 10-1 after the win in game 1. Grays Harbor 0-3 now. Right now looking at 0-4 if they drop both these games. That one was foul. Now the next pitch is a swing and a miss. Count goes now 1-2 on Normine. And that one low, 2-2. Here comes the next pitch. The 2-2 is inside, and the count goes full. Three and two the count. One final pitch. Drilled. And the play to first in time. Gallegos does get to second. They get the runner at first. And there's one down. Now Storm Edwards. With Gallegos on second now. One down, top 5, 14-2, Mount Hood with the lead. Here against Grays Harbor. Now we have a mound meeting for the Saints. Some discussion here. Between pitcher and catcher. Looks like it's just about over, and we'll now get the at-bat of Storm Edwards. 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts. One out, top 5. 12-point Mount Hood lead. Game 2 of 2. Mount Hood got the win in game 1 as the first pitch is outside, ball 1. pitch. That one popped up underneath, making the catch at second. And there's 2 away here in the 5th. Matlin Leach was the one to make the catch. Abby Martinez now with 2 down in the 5th. Runner on second. And that one's low, 1-0. One-0 pitch. Popped up over the dugout, out of play. 1-1 now. That one goes above the third base dugout and into the parking lot. Luckily, it did not go into the area of where cars are parked. I know I parked far enough away. 1-1 pitch on the way is outside and low, 2-1. Two and one the pitch. Lifted and right to third. And it's a line out right to the third base player. And that is Mariah Frederick. And I do believe that is it. So the Saints get the win in both games. And that is indeed the end of the doubleheader here in Gresham. The Saints get the sweep, 27-1, victorious in game 1, 14-2 in game 2. And for the Saints, they move on to 11-1 on the season. Again, their only loss coming against Columbia Basin back on March 5th. As for Grays Harbor, they drop to 0-4. But still plenty of season remaining for both of these teams. Thank you to Mount Hood Softball for having us out here. Lovely, beautiful day on this Thursday afternoon. A little bit chilly though, so maybe bring a little bit more heat next time. As the sun beaming down on us is nice, but still have to wear 2 coats because it is quite chilly. So once again, the Saints defeat the Chokers from Grays Harbor, 27-1 the final in game 1, 14-2 the final in game 2. For my fantastic cameraman Janice Wilson, I'm Jackson Hanlon. So long from Gresham.